comic book cover, episode 31. And that is one tasty beverage. So I'm going to jump straight into Marvel Comics. We got A-Force number 4 coming out. Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. number 4, standoff tie-in. Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. take on the new Avengers, plus the world's craziest Wolverine cameo continues. Check out the book that everyone's been raving about. This is an excellent book. I almost want to add it to my file because it was so good. I ran 1 through 3. Really enjoyed it. And yeah, that Wolverine cameo. What's up with that? I think we need to find out. It'd be nice if Wolverine would come back. Death of Wolverine was a really good story. I love Old Man Logan. But I mean, I need some Wolverine. And X-23 is a good book because Tom Taylor's writing it. But it's not Logan. So that's my only thing with it. We got all new, all different Avengers number 8, standoff tie-in. Trapped in Pleasant Hill, the Avengers can't tell the heroes from the villains. And worse, they don't even recognize each other. How can the Avengers act like a team when they have no memory of one another? It's an interesting thing about the story. They changed some of the villains. They didn't know who they were. I don't want to give any spoilers away in case you haven't read the first book, but you really should have by now. A lot of cool Bucky Barnes stuff. Captain America number 7. Wow, that was a great issue. If you're a Steve Rogers Captain America fan, you should be reading that. A great, beautiful cover from Alex Ross for that book. I'm going to eat some crow here. I have to. Sam Wilson being Captain America, I'm finally okay with it. It's cool, especially because you're going to have Steve Rogers back. Now that Steve Rogers is coming back, I'm A-okay, although I still think Steve Rogers needs a round shield. But I think it has worked to make Sam Wilson a character that, could go off and have his own book as Falcon later. So hopefully that happens. All New Inhumans number 6, All New X-Men number 8, Amazing Spider-Man number 10, the 13th sign of the Zodiac is the spider. What's up with that? Scorpio is on the verge of controlling the future, and Spider-Man's fight will take him on both sides of the English Channel. But when Scorpio compromises Parker Industries, what will this mean for Peter moving forward? It's been a great book. I was a little skeptical last time around, but with this artist, I think it's really helped out a lot, and I've enjoyed reading Spider-Man. I love the point issues. It's nice having Spider-Man back. And for those of you who are Spider-Man fans and Silk fans, we also have Amazing Spider-Man and Silk, the Spider-Fly Effect, number 2 of 4. Captain America's 75th Anniversary Magazine, number 1. Kind of like to get this myself just because I'm a big Cap fan. It's 75th Anniversary. Darth Vader, number 19. Guardians of the Galaxy, number 7. Ben Grimm, Space Barbarian. What's up with that? The Thing might miss some things about Earth, but he does admit that space has its perks. Riding alien horses in epic battles is one of them. That's a total thing, Gwenpool, number 1. I know a lot of people looking forward to this. Gwen Stacy, Spider-Gwen, Deadpool. How can you go wrong with that combination? Hercules, number 6, written by Dan Abnett. One of my favorite writers right now. Aquaman is awesome. Titan's Hunt is even better. Illuminati, number 6. Mockingbird, number 2. Getting ready to get her own show. And this is one I know a lot of my friends are really looking forward. This is the Thing. It's a little bit crowy, but mainly it's just so, I have my opinions. I like the things I like. But I'm not here to just push what I like on you. I mean, everybody has to read their own stuff. It's kind of what makes it great, is everybody has their own things, their own opinions. I've always kind of bashed Moon Knight. But I'm making Moon Knight one of the comics we're going to feature. I'm not doing the feature comic thing anymore. It's more of pick of the weeks. This is one of my pick of the weeks, just because Jeff Lemire's writing. I know Moon Knight's, a lot of people really like Moon Knight. Just because I'm not as big of a Moon Knight fan doesn't mean anything. This is just proof that even though I'm biased on things, I'm not really biased on the overall. DC, Marvel, it's all cool. The book you've been insane to miss. See, that's a good start, right? Mark Spector, aka Moon Knight, Jake Lockley, Stephen Grant, has been fighting criminals and keeping New York safe for years. Or has he? When he wakes up in an asylum with no powers and lifetime's worth of medical records, his whole identities are called into question. Something is wrong, but is that something Mark Spector himself, Jeff Lemire, and rising star Greg Smallwood are calling everything you know about Moon Knight into question? Pretty interesting storyline. I can't really knock that. It does kind of make me want to check it out. Plus, Warren Ellis did the last one, and I've been tempted to check that out. So I might be eating my anti-Moon Knight words soon. But the thing is, regardless, this is a comic to be looking out for. Jeff Lemire is a great writer. Love his Sweet Tooth stuff. Did a lot of great stuff over at DC, Valiant, so forth, so on. Plutona, he's doing that. Excellent, man. You can't go wrong with Jeff Lemire. And say, other than Warren Ellis, if anybody's going to do a really cool take on Moon Knight, it's Jeff Lemire. So you should be checking out this Moon Knight book. Even if you're like me and not a big Moon Knight fan, you should check this one out. Red Wolf, number 5. Rocket Raccoon and Groot, number 4. Silver Surfer, number 3. And I actually like this book a lot, too. Spidey, number 4. It's a big sell. Spider-Man. You can go wrong with that. Star Wars Special, C-3PO, number 1. Follow everyone's favorite protocol droid as the journey to Star Wars The Force Awakens and the special one-shot leading up to his appearance in the film. Kind of makes you want to read it, at least it does me. Just how did C-3PO get a red arm anyway? Find out here as the blockbuster creative team of James Robinson, love that writer, Tony Harris of DC Starman reunite for the first time in nearly 2 decades. You may be fluent in over 6 million forms of communication, but this book is a must-have in any language. I don't even need to add anything, do I? I don't. It's cool. Web Warriors, number 6. Weird World, number 5. And X-Men 92, number 2. That takes care of Marvel. A lot of good stuff coming out. Definitely check that out. Marvel's on a roll. Independent Tom, Dark Horse Comics. Leaving Megalopolis, Surviving Megalopolis, number 4 of 6. On the day all the superheroes turned bad, a horrifying creature emerged from a giant hole in the middle of the city. No one has dared to look too deeply into that abyss until now. What horrors lie at the end and what is yet to come through. Our band of ordinary citizens find themselves with answers too terrifying to comprehend as the sequel to the Kickstarter mega hit, Leaving Megalopolis continues. Let me just say, we actually still have number 1 to the sequel. It's put out by Dark Horse, written by Gail Simone. Gail Simone is an awesome writer. Is an awesome writer. Loved her Batgirl stuff. Birds of Prey. You can't go wrong, and I'm really impressed by the Kickstarter thing. The fans helped put this out. Dark Horse, we don't really get to talk about too much Dark Horse, so it's kind of cool if we get some of that in there. I think this is going to be one of those comics that's going to end up being legendary, really, and I kind of want to jump in on it. I missed the first part, so I haven't been as anxious to jump in on this, but plan on catching up because Gail Simone is just one of those writers. She's done a lot of good stuff. If you've not read any of her stuff, I would highly recommend Birds of Prey and Batgirl and Leaving Megalopolis, Surviving Megalopolis. Moving on to Image Comics, Autumn Lands, number 10, Tooth and Claw. I've said it many times, Kurt Busiek, excellent writer. Black Road, number 1, Sis and Jack, number 5. A blood-hungry demon takes control of the election. I still have to say, Scott Humphrey's writing this. This is such a great idea of doing a comic about politics where you get Satanism in there. I mean, it kind of fits with the whole thing, right? I think everybody's kind of fed up with the politics thing. Moving on, Deadly Class, number 20. Drifter, number 10. I heard a lot of good things about Drifter, too. Empty Zone, number 7. And this one is one of my favorites. Jupiter Circle, Volume 2, number 5 of 6. We're almost at the end. Mark Millar is excellent. It's like his Watchmen in a lot of ways. It's not just like Watchmen. He's got his own take on it. Soon we'll be getting the rest of Jupiter's Legacy with Frank Quitely, one of my favorite artists on the run. Wilfredo Torres, he's been the artist on this. He's done a great job. Bill Sienkiewicz does some of the covers too. The team tries to heal old wounds only to discover a betrayal far worse than they imagined. I'd love to explain some of this, but it just seems like you'd be giving so much away, especially if you haven't read Jupiter's Legacy. It started with Jupiter's Legacy, did 1 through 5. It was kind of slow because Frank Quitely never makes his deadlines, which I think is why Millar went back and did the whole origin prequel part of it before he finished Legacy. That way Quitely has plenty of time to finish the issues and we all get them in time. And Quitely is worth waiting on, really. He's that good. One of my favorite artists. Quitely and Morrison is a team that belongs up with Lee and Kirby and Siegel and Schuster and a lot of those kind of guys. Claremont, Byrne. But anyway, man, Jupiter's Legacy is probably one of Mark Millar's best things he's done. At this point, I even put it above Kick-Ass. It was great. It still is. The circle part takes place during like the 50s and kind of build, Legacy took place in modern day. So the circle kind of fills you in on, but it ended so perfectly with the events and legacy, and then you kind of go back and figure out why it is it all played out that way. So I really love the way they're doing it. Limbo, number 6 of 6. Monstrous, number 5. It's the end of the story arc. Micah struggles with her monster inside, or with the monster inside. I know a lot of people have been reading this and been talking a lot about it. It's a pretty popular book. I haven't checked any out. Maybe one day we'll get Robert on here and he'll tell you about it. No Mercy, number 9. Pretty Deadly, number 9. Shudder, number 20. And Starve, number 8. And that wraps up our independence. Not a whole lot of independence coming out this week. Now it's time for DC Comics. And we're starting off with Batman Superman number 31. It's part 2 of Super League. Superman enlists Batman's aid in seeking out people that can help form his new Super League. A shocking discovery is made about a new super being no one knew existed, and something is beginning to stalk Superman. Well, you know, it's bittersweet with this. I love the fact Peter Tomasi's doing the story, and I think it's probably going to be the best of the new 52 Superman stories since Grant Morrison and George Perez were working on it. But it's also the bittersweet part is it's probably the last new 52 Superman story, and there's mixed reviews. Some people are happy about that just because we're getting back pre-new 52 Superman, which I'm even happy about. But disappointed to lose the new 52 Superman. There's more good with bad in my opinion. There's some stuff, especially LaBelle's run. It was not really that great. Hell on Earth was good, but beyond that, not too much great stuff happened there. Another favorite, Batman Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles number 5 of 6. While Shredder enters an uneasy alliance with a deadly new partner, Casey Jones is arrested by the GCPD. At the same time, a crisis breaks out at Arkham Asylum, which is bound to keep both Batman and the Turtles busy. Meanwhile, a certain young resident of Wayne Manor returns home to find a new green occupant in his room. Co-published with IDW. IDW and DC teamed up to bring us probably one of the coolest things ever in the Turtles and Batman teaming together. And we can't seem to keep them on the shelves. As you can see, it's all gone. But we can still order more, so if you want more, just let us know. Moving on, we got Black Canary number 10, Catwoman number 51. One of my favorite characters, Constantine the Hellblazer number 11. I almost jumped back in, but it's pretty much at the end. I'll probably just pick up when it starts with Rebirth, which I know a lot of you know you're going to come in and get some Rebirth. Dark and Bloody number 3 of 6 by Vertigo. DC Bombshells number 11, another popular title. Earth 2, Society number 11. Dan Abnett's writing this too, man, and I didn't realize that till recently, and I kind of wish I'd been reading more, because I really like the Earth 2 stuff, especially when Tom Taylor was on it. Green Lantern learns that even a god can sometimes be powerless in the face of ordinary men. With the new world escalating towards war, Batman, Red Arrow, Ted Grant confront the double menace of Our Man and the Mist. Our Man is a menace, and it's interesting. Meanwhile, in distant Amazonia, Hawkgirl learns the dark and dreadful secret of the Amazon nation. Action, adventure, and power plays on a global scale. See, doesn't that sound interesting? Like you should have been reading some of the stuff? Different takes. I'm sure some people will be upset at the idea that Our Man can be a bad guy. But, you know, I've always found stuff like Kingdom Come, which I believe we got right over here. Let's see if I can turn that a little bit. See that? There, right there. No, right there. Kingdom Come. Excellent story. Mark Waid, Alex Ross. Can't go wrong with that stuff. Shaky cam, sorry. Fables, The Wolf Among Us number 16, another Vertigo. I guess the Gotham Academy number 1 will be coming out in dollar issues. Green Lantern by Jeff Johns, Omnibus Volume 3. This is one of the best Green Lantern runs ever. Jeff Johns is such a great writer. Love his Dark Side War. To be doing the Rebirth issue. 80 pages for $3. 3. So it almost looked like I was, yeah, 3. Green Lantern Corps, Edge of Oblivion, number 4 of 6. One of my favorite writers, Tom Taylor. Can Guy Gardner's strike team fight back against the cruel Marniel and her zealots? Or will they be overwhelmed and imprisoned? You won't want to miss what happens when Guy Gardner ends up in chains. We've actually got the Lost Army trade paperback here too, which if you don't come in and buy it, I'm going to, because I missed out on half of that. Just saying. If you want to get it, you better get it before I get it. Harley Quinn and her Gang of Harleys, number 1 of 6. Harley Quinn, everybody loves Harley Quinn. You I know you're gonna buy this comic. We're gonna try and keep enough on the shelf for you, but we can't guarantee because everybody loves to buy Harley. It's like Walking Dead. We can't. Every time we up our order, they just go. They go. It's hard to keep them here. So you need to sign up for a file. We'll talk about that in a minute. Legend of Wonder Woman number 4 of 9. Crystal will tell you it's a really good story. Might have to get her on here and talk about it a little bit. Wonder Woman's awesome, man. Finally been in a movie. I'm so proud of Wonder Woman finally achieving that. It should have happened a long time ago. Gal Gadot is an awesome Wonder Woman. New Romancer number 5 of 6. Another Vertigo. Red Hood Arsenal number 11. I'm gonna have to go man. That's because of Scott LaBelle writing. I'm a big Scott LaBelle fan. I love those 2 characters though. I wish somebody else was writing. Hopefully with the Rebirth thing, we'll get some new writers on that. This is a Robin Moore hardcover. One of the most awesome Robin stories. It's been a tough thing because there's always the group of people that don't like Robin being with Batman and blah blah blah. But the thing is, Robin's essential to Batman, and this was one of the best Robin stories ever. It had all the Robins in it. Plus, a little hint is how we're gonna get Nightwing back come July. Can't wait for Nightwing to come back. Scooby-Doo, Where Are You? Number 68. Slash and Burn number 6. Another Vertigo. Starfire number 11. And Wonder Woman 77 Special number 3. Going back to the Linda Carter show, kind of like they did with Batman 66. You should have done a Superman George Reeves comic. That would have been super cool. Or, and maybe even a Christopher Reeves thing. Have Gary Frank draw it. Because he does such a great job of doing that Christopher Reeves Superman. And I know a lot of fans would probably like that, especially with the uproar about the movie, but, still say make mountains out of molehills. It did stay true to the characters, and I can prove that. It's a whole nother thing. Point is, people are really passionate about that movie. And you don't even see that much over the Marvel stuff. Most people just generally agree that, well, I like the Marvel stuff. I love the DC stuff, but I think it all fits the tone of the books. Anyway, you know the time. You know what happens here. You know what you'll be hearing. Right now, you're going to hear...
And now, it's time for...
Back again. It's Aaron again. And it's that vault time. You just saw that little thing there. And here we go. See that one? You see that? Right there. This comic is the first appearance of the Joker's daughter. Especially cool. I know a lot of people really got into Joker's daughter when the New 52 happened. This comic is the first appearance of that. So that was one of the things I found. Not quite in frame, Emma. Let's get over here a little bit. One of the things I found that was super cool. It's not too pricey either. And it's pretty good shape, really. I don't know if you can tell in the video, but you don't really have a whole lot of dings or... It's just, what you would expect from a 70s comic. It's a little rough around the edges, but for the most part, it's in really nice shape. And if you're a Joker's Daughter fan, we've actually got 2. One's a little better than the other. I got the best one here. One of them you'll probably see at Money Tree very soon. And one I'm getting ready to put in the glass case as soon as I'm done with this video. So we'll have one at each store. And once again, talking about Money Tree and BME here. BME, you can come here on Frederick Street, open up a file, get 5 titles, or more, and get 25% off. You can't beat that deal, because you pretty much end up with a free comic. And I know it helps guys like me who read so many things. I've had to drop things I didn't really want to drop, just read too much stuff, and I can't afford it. So, I always talk about them in the videos, stuff like Descender that I wish I'd held on to, and I didn't, and Sob Story. All of you readers know the same story. You always drop a comic you wish you didn't, and it's one of the reasons in doing these deals here is we're trying to help you be able to read as much as you want to read, and you don't have to drop your file anywhere else. You can come here and there. It's not a, screw those guys, don't get it from there. No, it's actually get it everywhere. But, here, you can add a little bit more, you can read a little more. We're trying to do that for you guys, fanboys, because this is Fanboy Corner. Let's take a little look at Fanboy Corner. See all that? Spider-Man shirt. Got some dollar comics there. Image First, Superman Unchained, Superman Batman Free. Oh, look at that. We got some cool figures. There you go. And And look at that awesome Justice League poster. Point being, here at Fanboy Corner over at BME, you can get all the cool geek stuff you need. It's Geek Corner. And Money Tree's chock full of that too. I mean, you just walk in the door, you got all these old issues, toys. Love that store. You will get 10% off at the back issues over there if you sign up over here. How can you go wrong with that, right? It's a great deal. Anything else? Oh yeah. Free Comic Book Day is coming up. First weekend of May. Both stores are doing it. You can come in here and get you some free comics. Bring the kids. We're going to have some kids comics. We're going to have adult comics. We're going to have a little bit of everything for everybody. But it's free. And how can you go wrong with that, right? Sign up for a file. Come in for Free Comic Book Day. Check back with us. You know, we just got rid of a cool Silver Age Spider-Man comic today. We've got try to bring in more stuff for you, and the more you've done to support us, the more we try to give back, and we want to thank everybody that has supported BME in getting into the comic thing. We really appreciate all your guys' effort. It's pretty awesome to see the support we've got. Read more comics, people. Enjoy reading comics. Don't get into the negative side of it, bash the things you don't like. Just talk about the things you do like. And this is Aaron signing off till next week. Hopefully Josh and Robert, one of the two, maybe both, will be in next week. But you guys enjoy your week's comics. It's fun telling you what's coming out. And I will see you next week for episode 32.